a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
More where that came More where that came from. More where that came from. Let's settle this. Let's settle this.
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there, and we can't get to it. Huh? What is that piece of junk saying? How can you even understand that noise? Alright, well, if he can slice the door open from the terminal above, don't let me stop him.
More where that came from. More where that came from. I hear you. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. More where that came from. I hear you. More where that came from. Just say the word. More where that came from.
gonna need some time to fire up the engines. Let's give the laser turret a workout. Company. More where that came from. All right, let's get out of here.
There is no time. We must leave.
If they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, it's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up. That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
And we die here. Choose now.
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky. Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi. Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. The Sith will dare to accuse you of such. They believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi. And the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Peragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Peragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again? You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice. Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her. Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minok. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minok. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you. In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos. Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime. Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
Have you come for more answers? little more left to give. Of course it was. I knew what was necessary, and that I was the only one who stood between you and him. This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. Some things may only be learned from sacrifice. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. If you think a connection to one such as yourself gives me any comfort, then you would be wrong. I desire this no more than you do. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor V. As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic. Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still. As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. No one knows, certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins, Revan is gone, and the blade of war he promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive. Perhaps it is sometimes difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested. A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive. We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, or whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. Ask, and I will answer. I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it. It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see. Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes. Ask, and I will answer. These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split. Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did. In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked. I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Peragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come. Ask, and I will answer. Indeed. And was it the same as before? If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force. What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own and exiled them as they did you. It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live. Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done. Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence. Ask, and I will answer. I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their... I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos. He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
Well, she sure could use it. It might do wonders for her mood, too. He's lucky she's a Jedi, or someone would have killed her years ago. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Yeah. Her face looks like it was plowed by crazed Ord Mantell farmers. Don't tell me you were too distracted by her personality to notice. Whoa, all right, don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know? Like we have a choice? It's the only place Peragus had logged in their astrogation charts. If you thought Peragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you. Oh, no. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one. No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem. Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy. Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break, and most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
Well, the astrogation system is voice-printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system. You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star. As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be all right. Takes all kinds. Maybe someone didn't want anybody taking the ship out of the system, or knowing where the ship had been. Smugglers do it all the time in case the Republic decides to board them. Or so I hear.
Not much. Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, sometimes others just... Speaking of...
Well, the you can... As long as you... I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? I'd love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now.
So, what happened? Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Peragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours? Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover.
A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you?
Great. Maybe you and that Sith Lord can have a party after we're dead.
Must have been something.
Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Peragus mining facility. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
Hold on. Is there any way to get our gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand? Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082. I've many matters to tend to. Your questions will have to wait.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit I'm a little disappointed. Doubtful, though at least it appears you have some spirit. The exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey, I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him. We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Peragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability. Officer, got Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately. These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Peragus facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station. What do you think the TSF is going to find at Peragus? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Grenz cleared him if you'd like to speak with him. He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of KotOR II. That's all he will say. Very well. I'll let him in now.
Perhaps KotOR II should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so. Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through? I am sorry, but I do not know. I am only her administrative assistant. May I put you through? Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats. Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them. Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians. I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive. Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent. I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices. Excellent. Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately. Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Peragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger. The Sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF Station and Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk. The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebonhawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd. Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Peragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think? Makes sense. I'll follow your lead. Look, I know we've been through some rough times so far, but you need to stop letting it get to you. Well, the signs are starting to show. You don't look like you've slept in weeks, or a year. Alright, what did you want to know? Alright, but I'm out of credits, so it's Republic Senate rules. That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything. It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves. Something up? Alright, what did you want to know?
Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you? Very well. Of which did you wish instruction? Very well. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and... It seems the Force flows very... I confess it seems... When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Peragus. Very well. Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing? Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. For the male, it seems to have an inordinate importance. But we shall leave such male preoccupations for philosophers and cultural historians. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are. The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place. Very well. The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience. Very well. Ask. Nothing more than we already know, and anything else I know would be useless. There is danger in such knowledge, even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you. What is it?
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
The war has really inflated. It's good that Zerka's arrival has created new jobs on the station, but I can't say I'm happy about all the mercenaries they've hired. The restoration project was going well until this latest contract dispute happened. I wish the council would settle it and let the work continue. The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting... I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station. Contract negotiations are breaking down between the Council, Ithorians, and Zerka. Why doesn't the Republic do something?
Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa, Donos Imaragith, Wanara Gorachi Drumka Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rocha, Donos Imaragith. In Wamagro, Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Donos Imaragith, Wana Tonoranga Ma.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? Looked like you were doing more than just looking. Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I owned? Are you crazy? Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF. You again? Did you not learn your lesson the first time? Get out of here!
Nita manja yuma lordawata no sanastika. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita. Unta chiwita inka kikray. Jikono tayo yun na palawalit ba siya makaranwa? Kawana bota yun tatanga kinamatura. Dahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoki. Dahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoki. Ichawa te krosi wisho toda si. Entomesh mi paju watamincha yo.
Rengundas, Mauritian, Rengundas, Mauritian, Truth Lava, Abuelta, Truth Lava, Nicodelva.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? Zerka Corporation has operations on many systems, providing everything from medical supplies to starship weapon systems. Here on Telos, Zerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project, which Zerka hopes will serve as a model for future operations of this nature. Good day. I am B4D4. How may I? Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers. A lot of us are tempted to go, though. Asgul might not be a good guy, but for enough credits, any risk is worth it. Haven't had much easier contracts than Zerka, though. We spend most of the time standing around. Could use a few more credits, though. I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries. I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would. I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries.
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one thing. She gets the job done. I wish the Ithorians would take their hoodship back to Ethor and let us do our job. I'm not crazy about these mercenaries being everywhere, but they're a necessary evil.
I'm glad that Zerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every faith she'll do things right. I'm worried about the mercenaries we've been hiring. They outnumber the CSD, so if they ever get out of line, we might be in trouble. The hours are terrible, and the pay isn't much better. Still, having a solid job in these times is something to be thankful for.
Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point. Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos. I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be doing Telos any favors assisting those amateurs. I'm sure. Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions won't restore Telos. His expensive policy of relocating biological specimens from Onderon without any planning will doom Telos in the end. I don't think Habat even realizes that at their current pace, they will run out of funding before even half of the restoration zones are up and running. Zerka plans to use some of the planet's own resources to help fund the restoration. These extra funds will greatly improve the project in the long run. Habat, on the other hand, can't see beyond his own selfish concerns. We've discovered that the surface of Telos is covered with military facilities that were either destroyed or abandoned during the Sith attack. Salvaged raw materials from these sites can either be reprocessed and put back into service, or resold to help fund the project. Zerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Habat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again. While B-44 is perfectly capable of handling Zerka's needs when it comes to accounting and record-keeping, he simply is not capable of dealing with the running of a project as massive as the restoration of Telos. Don't worry, Zerka wouldn't expect you to work unpaid and won't subject you to veiled threats and coercion like Habat. For your help in this matter, you will be paid the sum of 250 credits. You're right. 300 credits will be much more reasonable. Very well then. I hope to see you soon.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Sobojun sama petom. No sukama rondisi renti. Manama kropa putani kris. Dosokanki. Jiso maranesh sando krapa molektek. Marawala chiso lucharaka.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there something I can do for you today?
Polisi dan Delta, Pak Delta. Hoicidan Gelfa. Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Linda Tufna. Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Linda Tufna. Sidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Linda Tufna. Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Linda Tufna. Hoicidan Gelfa. Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Linda Tufna. Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa. Guten Tufblabfa. Nibu Gelfa. Hoicidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Abuelta. Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies. You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa. Linda Tuf. Ufta Gel Chief. Denfusi Borabang. Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa. Guten Tufblabfa. Nibu Gelfa. Hoicidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Abuelta. Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa Badinuga Gelfa. Linda Tufna. Miguel Remote. Colo Duf Divan Rebut. Hoicidan Gelfa. Denfusi Borabang. Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa.
Yes? Have you come with questions? Then ask, and I...
Preguntas. Hoicidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Guten Tufblabfa. Abuelta. Tufblabfa Nibu Gelfa. Taut, and keep me on Gorugio. Father Ruris, Wolfgang Geld Chief. Goladufra, Turin Truth Blava, Fabuelta, Truth Blava, Nibro Gelva, Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Lufta, Sidan Gelva, Inuga Gelva, Linda Lufta, Renundas, Hori Sidan Gelva, Fabuelta.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon. I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it. The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air. I'm a
Chinjiboa! Chinjiboa! Banakluchi untamisa krawino rotu! Gumasone! Machido pachawa charamaba! Dakosha nichotoro! Punta chakorso waman! Gotash juna rananashani! Visitisa cholo!
Focus.
Just say the word.
The TSF isn't cut out to handle all the problems on Citadel Station right now. We need Republic assistance. I don't know how we're gonna get by without fuel from Peragus, but I guess we'll have to find a way. The TSF isn't cut out to handle all the problems on Citadel Station right now. We need Republic assistance.
Mababe want to susintu mukarata. To estrictonatada beir mabar chupto. To relibu inturata sisi meburokra. Tonoranga manakan. Ipo inshawa. In Wamagro. May rangana noluja. In Wamagro. May rangana noluja. Taranamo Sibu and Asarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chabi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, in Wamagro, May Ranga Noroja, Chabi Doko, Dona Ranga Manachunga. Parama Kawana Kojukitsa.
Wana jung konata telo era guno tuna. Dai rinto ro kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terache wemenoto torere senisensen.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
Charanana gundoso remina che l'oraktu kuru katpada. Fiore tora pada no ringatel camarada telefibu nubu de bitarana chenirara.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences. The only way that he'll learn, a little physical reinforcement.
Ring Lord Jawata Jotundi Chibi, Wata Wama. Kinchu Sachiki, Watike Butimilia, no Wistiketa kun no Blatilikun. Unta Chivita Inka Kikraya Nachawanga Kone. Kawana Bota, Yutatanga Kinamatura, Tayaita. Tapos na nansata. Tonghite mo si Jotia yung balitawa e pawatong neruta. Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagara. Gavadumpa munsuru kawana bota. Tonghitemo kawana bota. Tongite. Dovrei con... Entomes mi baju, watamincha, yokolo undo. Dabatum kawan, tonghi kawana bota, yutatanga kinamado. Tonghi, dovrei. Kabadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanzi yuma. Kabadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanzi yuma.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Hey there! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only here to relax and play. So, you game for a game?
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering about. No more trouble with the TSF, I hope? Perhaps you don't know who I am? You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Bennock, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you? The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men, other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the man alone, Bennock. I bet he'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, look, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest friend.
It's your skin, Bennock. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
We were just leaving anyway. Come on.
Wise man. Hello there. Fresh blood at the canteen. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk. Later. If you're asking me that, handsome, you're better off not knowing. Tell you what.
You just enjoy yourself, and if in the future we have business together, you can come back and have a little chat.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
I don't understand your problem with the Republic. It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Isis has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indented to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it will. Well, if our treasury continues to be sapped for projects like this one, Onderon will be the next dead planet on the outer. Well, if our treasury continues to be sapped for projects like this one, Onderon will be the next dead planet on the outer rim.
It's always the same story. When things are going well, no one ever thanks the Republic. Oh, problems start. That's always where the fingers are pointed first. It's always the same story. When things are going well, no one ever thanks the Republic. Oh, problems start. That's always where the fingers are pointed first.
Kabadumba munsuru kumplaliyawa. Mo bagaragawanda yaitua uwantiuma. Chune mulera. Tonkinge bano jansara ikaraska. Panchanik mauimbo kranta. Kawana bota yumatanga kinamadura. Kayaita. Tapos na nansa. Kawana bota yumatanga kinamadura. Kayaita. Tapos na nansa. Kabadumpa munsur kuplaliya. Bo bakaragawanda yaitua uwantiuma. Laupa lo sakurata o tutuyoki. Hiata yamba wajirata yukiko tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura. Tayaita tapos na nansata. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura. Tayaita tapos na nansata. Choso me garanga batuda me dawa minno bobo king batunan kalekilikon herdu bintusta parafa jonna bosi kita masih soringada takadan marehaku nang kokoto jagati nunsachi utamiasa krawino ruto batun koneyaka Chubacha, tunayuma mochinawa. Tabatumba munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanta tua uluan jiuma. Bahupa kosa kurata o ijutuyoki. Yata yamba wajia ukito tuli. Kawana bota yutatanya kinamatura. Tayaita tapos na nansata. Kawana bota yutatanya kinamatura. Tayaita tapos na nansata.
Mama kontoso. Donačaj rami. Nase nege. Moras mas maram.
Panin suka kna. Joka na Telos toš banloča.
Sopa maranka do risa gota. Kawana me. Sucha talabacha kamantuch. Portek joka. Betis krusok și moarte care îmi șocul. Un roman kados. Șu ala mumli. Urnace ni sopa maranka do.
Panin suka kna. Joka na Telos toš banloča.
Something I can do for you? I'm Zerka employee, Citadel Station branch, number 85. Finally worked my way out of the trenches into a promotion. Then Zerka transferred me here to the Outer Rim to manage the military reclamation effort. And that wasn't the worst of it either. Now I've got Lorso as my new superior in a career that's going nowhere. Good, Jana Lorso. That woman's a... Look, forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, and then I'll move in for the kill. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... Whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it. So, you're back. What's there to say? We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is. Yeah, it's a long shot, considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. At least, that's what Zerka hopes. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, Zerka stands to make a tidy profit in the future. Quite a few ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help fund and support the project. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they throw around, even with the Republic being in the shape it's in. And of course, new planets mean new markets for Zerka products. All in all, a very good arrangement for us.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore them.
The TSF isn't cut out to handle all the problems on Citadel Station right now. We need Republic assistance.
Welcome to Entertainment Module
1's TSF station. How may I be of assistance? I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating. It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters and residential module OE2 will remain yours until the situation is resolved. Not beyond investigating the matter and extending our offer of free room aboard. Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them. You will find them in the security lockers. There was a query regarding the Ebon Hawk's ID signature sent from the Peragus mining facility. However, all data collected in response to the query has been deleted. It is likely that this information was removed when the vessel's transfer request was modified. I am not qualified to answer that question. However, it is unlikely that someone could steal a starship from under TSF observation without considerable backing. If your vessel has been stolen, there is a fair chance that the exchange possesses relevant information. I do not know what else to suggest, beyond waiting in your quarters for further word. The exchange is a major intergalactic crime syndicate. They are trying to gain a foothold in the Citadel, most likely seeking to integrate themselves as fully as possible with the new Telos. It is rumored that the Bumani Exchange Corporation, located in residential module 082, is a front for the exchange on Citadel Station.
Something I can help you with? Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties? This isn't a bounty, so to speak, but we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem. You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid. Positive.
They were about the same size and build, and he'd done a good job of disguising himself, but he definitely was not Batu. Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in docking bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you. If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe. What is it? Batona was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka, and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since. Well, that's the problem. Our investigation wasn't exactly government-sanctioned. I may have been specifically instructed not to pursue the matter, but that's not important. The important thing is that Batona's gone missing, and I want to know what happened to him. Maybe there is, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to know what happened to him. Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating docking bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck. Thank you. Keep me updated. What is it? They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel. There are 2 of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know. All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers to them. What is it? Something I can help you with? To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape. There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that. If only it were that easy. The Republic's tight on credits right now, still recovering from the war. They're sparing all they can, but it's not enough. We relied almost completely on Peragus for our fuel. It's hard to make up for a planet's worth of fuel exports. Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing. Tell you what, you find fuel contracts for Citadel Station, and I'll be sure to pay you for it. Soldier's honor. I'll be waiting.
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station.
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it. Most people don't stay on Telos long unless they work here. No one wants to get bogged down in the troubles. I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it.
Taranamo Sibu and Nasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Moju, Loka Kamaranendos, Taranamo Sibu and Nasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Donos Emeragith, Wanarakora Chidrumta, Sa Inchopin Sasha.
Dragonix 1 Gestale Lorcha, Jemu Mebete Ronchoda, Ruka Sole Molosoch. Kavanata Galo, Kavanami Donkey Krato.
Dragonix 1 gestale lorcha jemu mepete ronchoda? Ruka sole mulasoch? Takome jagmeski, nudna duchung wesinta dorutu mogograble. Walia to sabolia, charika yayakta, min sobachina ninga ballo cha jukso ni shortuna.
Greetings, sir. My primary function is to provide information about Citadel Station, Telos, and a variety of other topics. Please feel free to direct any of your inquiries to me, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Citadel Station is devoted entirely to restoring the destroyed surface of Telos. It is under the control of the Telosian Council. The restoration project itself is funded by the Republic. Citadel Station is divided into many modules, each serving a specific purpose. You are currently in Dock Module 126, which connects by shuttle to Entertainment Module 081. From there, another shuttle will connect you to the nearest residential module, 082. Please feel free to direct any of your inquiries to me, and I will do my best to answer your questions. The surface of Telos was destroyed via orbital bombardment during the Jedi Civil War. It is now largely uninhabited, save for a few research stations run by workers and scientists who have clearance to be on the surface. For a variety of reasons, safety is the government's #1 concern. Also, there is a great concern towards the prevention of environmental contamination, the security of ruined military facilities, and other lesser issues.
I've been waiting for my flight to Terrace for 5 years. I've been waiting for my flight to Terrace for 5 years.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
Everyone down!
I will silence this one.
Master, one of the assailants was carrying I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way. I am yours to command, Master. I shall do so now, Master Habak. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.